Hello, everybody. It is a rainy day. It's rainy. I know. I know. It's dark and it's kind of gloomy here in my neighborhood, but I can hear the grass growing. You can't hear that? I can. Listen. All that rain, it's making the grass grow. And the trees and the flowers. Spring is here. And with spring comes lots of rain. Yeah. And I had a hard time finding national holidays today. I really couldn't find a whole lot. So I'm wearing my spirited shirt to cheer on my Goddard team. Woohoo! Go Goddard. I'm going to read a book today about a little goose. A gosling. A gosling is a baby goose. Yeah. Actually, I've seen a lot of goslings and geese in my neighborhood with all this rain and sunshine. The Canada geese, they come down from Canada. Yeah, they live around here in the lakes and the rivers and the ponds and the puddles. Yep, they do. And they raise their baby geese, and it's so cute. The little goslings are green. They're so sweet, and they're fuzzy, and they walk around. They're so cute. I love them. And it's a great sign of spring. So I was going to read this book about a goose. But the story, the little goose, the little gosling, has someone who believes in him so much. And believes in her and believes in her and believes in her that she can do it. She can do it, she can do it, she can do it. Do you have people in your life that believe in you? I hope you do. Everyone should. And if you don't, you need to find one. Who are the people in your life that believe in you? That are always there? That are always under your wings and helping you fly? Maybe your mom, maybe your dad. Maybe there's an older brother or an older sister. Maybe an auntie, or maybe an uncle, or maybe a teacher. I don't know. There's somebody in your corner, I'm sure, who believes in you, who knows your special talent. So I'm going to read a book today called Nancy, the Little Gosling. Isn't she cute? Look at the illustrations. Does this look like our Duck So Small yesterday? It's not the same illustrator. No, it's not. But look, our Duck So Small had pencil and watercolor paint to fill in the pictures. And this book about the gosling, look, it's pencil and watercolor paint to fill it in. Isn't that cute? They're very similar, aren't they? They have the same style of illustrations. But this one is by Eve Tharlet. I think it rhymes with scarlet. There's an AR in there that goes R like a pirate. That's one of our pirate sounds. Yeah, we were going to learn about those next week. If we'd been in school, that's what we would have been learning about. The R says the A, makes the A go R. Nancy, the Little Gosling by Eve Tharlet. And you know what? There's a dedication written in this book. It says, to Abigail, love Grandma and Pat Pat in 2007. It's a pretty old book. I got this book in a box of books from a teacher. I don't think she knows it was in the box. Or maybe she does. Maybe she does know it was in the box. And they were done with it. But guess what? She's going to get it back. Because I know this little girl, Abigail, and she grew up to be an amazing person. She's an incredible young lady. And do you know where I had her first? Goddard. Yep. When she was only 2. I think she was 2. And she was such a darling little child. But this book really, really sounds like her, little Abigail. So I'm going to read this book today. I'm going to think about Abigail. All the fun we had together at Goddard when she was little. And she grew up to be an amazing, wonderful, graceful swan. Nancy, the Little Gosling, written and illustrated by Eve Tharlet. Get in single file. It's time to waddle across the field, announced Mrs. Green. Left foot first and begin. Left 2, 3, 4. Left 2, 3, 4. All the little goslings waddled behind her. Well, not all of them. Little Nancy just stood and watched. She didn't know which foot she should move first. Was it her left one? Or was it her other left one? Oh. Do you take dance class? It's hard, isn't it? Yeah. You gotta make your brain tell your body what to do. It's fun though. I like dance class. Then she saw something. Oh, what a beautiful butterfly. Nancy had never seen one like that. Nancy, called Mrs. Green loudly. What's taking you so long? You're always the last one. All the little goslings nodded and cackled together. Come on, Nancy, it's time for our flying lesson. Let's just chase the butterfly. But I like butterflies. You know what to do, said Mrs. Green. Flap both wings the same, and then stretch your legs out and land. One after the other, little goslings flew across the field. And now it's your turn, Nancy, called out the other goslings. Nancy took a running start and staggered into the air. Flap, flap, flap. Hey, there's that butterfly again. Nancy watched it excitedly. Flap, flap, flap. Uh-oh. Distracted. She can't help it. It's beautiful. Splat! Nancy landed with a somersault. Lucky for her, the grass was tall and soft. Nancy, what were you looking at? Sighed Mrs. Green. Did you hurt yourself? Nancy shook her head. Good work, kids, said Mrs. Green. That's all for today. Tomorrow morning we'll meet you for your swimming lesson. Oh, look. Poor Nancy. Look how cute they are. I love these illustrations. What? Swimming too? Thought Nancy unhappily as she waddled home. What's wrong? Asked her mother when she saw Nancy's sad face. Oh, Mom, I can't do anything right, complained Nancy. Not waddle, not fly, and especially not swim. I'm sure it's not that bad, said Mama Goose. What would you like to be when you grow up? A butterfly researcher, answered Nancy excitedly. Well, then you do need to learn how to do these things, said Mama Goose, or you won't be able to keep up with the butterflies. Oh, you're right. What do butterflies do? They fly. And what do geese do? Well, they fly too. So if you're able to fly, you can chase the butterflies. Yeah. That night, Nancy couldn't sleep. She didn't know what to do. She knew she could practice waddling and flying, but stupid swimming. If only she didn't have to learn how to swim. I don't like water, but I can't tell anyone because they would just laugh at me. Who ever heard of a gosling that doesn't like to swim? It even sounds ridiculous to me. Nancy sighed. It's hopeless. I'll never be a great butterfly researcher. The next morning, the goslings gathered along the shore cackling. Everybody was excited about the swimming lesson. Swimming is my favorite, Lucy said excitedly. All the other little goslings called out, Mine too! Well, not all of them. Little Nancy shivered. Slowly she put her toes into the water. Brr, it's cold and it's so wet, she exclaimed. Can't all be like Lucy, can we? No. Mrs. Green waddled to the front of the group. Okay, everyone, she said, jump in. Remember, one behind the other, and Nancy, you can watch. Now pay attention. So Nancy stood there and watched, but she didn't pay attention for very long. Oh. Why not? Can you guess what's coming? Do you have a prediction? Ah, a butterfly. There it was again, the butterfly! Nancy jumped for joy. Oh, I have to see it close up. But how can I get to it? Then Nancy spotted a lily pad and said, That would work. Before anyone realized what was happening, Nancy flitted across the water. Mrs. Green, all the little goslings called out, look at how fast Nancy can swim. They all watched in amazement as Nancy skillfully surfed across the water on the lily pad. Oh, look. She's using the lily pad like a boat. Or maybe a skateboard. Or a waterboard. A surfboard. Nancy can surf. Just before she reached it, she gently slowed down and made a beautiful curve around the butterfly so she wouldn't frighten it. And for the first time, she saw the butterfly close up. You're really wonderful, she said. If I'm the first one to find you, I'll give you a name, and I will call you Lepidoptera Nancy. That's very scientific. When the butterfly flew away, Nancy happily surfed back to shore. "Bravo, Nancy!" shouted the goslings as they flapped their wings excitedly. "That was fantastic! How did you learn how to do that?" "How what?" Nancy was confused. "Oh, you mean leaf surfing?" "Yeah. Can you teach us how, please?" the goslings asked. "Well, of course I can," thought Nancy, glowing. "Would you like to learn something about butterflies, too?" Oh, she has a special talent. She can surf. Yeah. Now everybody wants to know how to do that. The rest of the day was lots of fun. Everyone learned something from little Nancy. Everyone? Well, yes. Everyone. Even the teacher. And that's the author, Eve Tharlet, who was born in France, and she spent most of her childhood in Germany before returning to study in Strasbourg. As the illustrator of the popular Davy books, Eve's art is recognized all over the world and is beloved by children and adults alike, and currently she lives in Prisiac, France. Yeah, that's Eve Tharlet. R-A-R. R. So if you get a chance to read this book, Nancy, the Little Gosling, you might have to call my friend, because I got to find a way to get this book back to her daughter, Abigail. Abigail grew into a beautiful, graceful dancer. And you know what else? She's super smart. She's a little scientist, just like Nancy, wanting to research butterflies. I don't know that she researches butterflies, but she researches a lot of stuff because she's super bright. She surfboarded her way through her senior year of high school. She was brilliant. Absolutely a brilliant child. I know. And she was a very graceful dancer, like a swan. And you know what? She was on her college dance team. She even broke her foot during her senior year. Or maybe it wasn't her foot. Maybe it was her ankle. I don't remember. But it messed up her senior year terribly. But she wouldn't stop. She wouldn't give up. No. She was an incredible girl, this Abigail. So I got to get this book back to Abigail. Hopefully by her birthday. I don't know when her birthday is. I got to look that up. Well, anyway, my friends, have a fabulous Goddard Day. And enjoy the rain. And listen to the grass grow. And say thank you to those people who are under your wings supporting you. Like Nancy's teacher did in this book. Yeah, there's a lot of people who support you and who lift you up to be successful. Moms, dads, teachers, who knows? Someone's in your role and they're lifting you up right now. Listen to their advice. Bye, guys. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.